So Shaishavi, welcome back. How does it feel for you to be back on campus?
It's an amazing feeling. I think the last time I was here, we were having our graduation ceremony. So it's been a while. I think it's been over a year, but I don't like the heat. That's not great. I don't like the heat at all. Besides that, everything is cool. It's really fun.
So I believe you're back on campus after about 4 to 5 years, if I'm not wrong. What do you miss the most about being on campus?
So it's not been 4 to 5 years. I am a 2021 graduate.
Oh, wow.
So it's very new, it's very fresh. I graduated just over 2 years ago. It's great. It's a little sad to not see my faculty here. I think a lot of them left. I wanted to go meet them.
Everything has evolved.
A lot more people here. So that's great. A lot more classes. That's fun. I think you guys have so many canteens now.
We do.
I'm happy you guys are getting food. That's great. It's fun.
Right. So what do you miss the most about being on campus? Like that fun activity or, a hangout spot that you used to hang out at?
I don't think I hung out in campus as much. I think we had Brahmani was the only place which was there when we were there.
A lot of it came after.
Yeah, exactly. So we had Brahmani. I loved walking on the ground. We have such a great ground. I think that's something very fun. I miss the activities. There was always something going on campus, which was so much fun. I stayed in the hostel for 2 years. Which was great. I think that experience was so much fun. There was always something happening. There was always some loud music playing. There were so many friends that I made who are still with me. So I think that's what I miss. I miss the people and I miss the activities. I miss the freedom of it.
So you mentioned that you were a hostelite. So do you have like any hostel cons that you want to share or talk about?
No, I was a very bhola bachcha. I'm still a very bhola bachcha, yaar. I don't think I've done a lot of fun in college. I was like that kid who is always submitting everything on deadline. I was that kid who is doing research and all of that. So I don't think I've done any kind. I was too bhola. You won't get any fun stories from me, sorry.
That's all right. So we as, college students in our final year, we're very curious about, how life would look like, right after graduation. So what was your experience like, post-graduation? How did you find your way through, everything?
So very honestly, I think again, I was a bhola bachcha, so I was doing a lot of extracurriculars. So I think I started interning and meeting designers when I was in second year of college. So bit by bit, I exposed myself to the industry. So I don't get that shock that you were saying. I already had a couple of people. I already had a couple of mentors, designers who I was working with. So that was a smooth transitioning. I feel like there's a lot more business end of it, which we don't get to learn in college. So that's a great shift. Here we nurtured to become designers. Out there, you have to earn a living. So that's a great shift that happens. Yeah, so that's a shock. But I think I love how free you are in designing things here, because you can select anything, you can do anything, you can explore things. Out there you can't do that because you're
consumer.
Exactly. So it's great that you have time to explore those things here. You can explore so many different crafts, so many different techniques. Out there you have to make clothes that people are going to wear, unfortunately. So that's something I miss.
So your brand name Rafu'd is very funky. Would you like to talk about how you came up with that?
I know. So again, bhola bachcha. Third year of college, we had a very fun assignment where we had to make a hypothetical brand, and we had to design packaging, we had to come up name for it, everything. So I think I was always very curious about upcycling, so patching, Rafu. So back then I wanted to make a brand which was completely based out of upcycling. So that's when I was carried a bit towards the name Rafu. But as I went outside in the industry, I learned about trademarking laws and stuff like that. There was already a brand name Rafu. So I had to make it more Gen Z. I wanted to make it more fun. I added a little D to it to make it more present, more young. So now it's more quirky. So now it's Rafu'd.
All right.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I really love the brand name.
Thank
by the
you.
way. It's very, very.
It's fun, right?
innovative.
Yeah,
Fun,
exactly.
quirky.
So that's what we want.
So Rafu'd just turned 1. Congratulations on that. We've recently seen celebrities like Babil Khan and Arman Malik wearing Rafu'd. So how did that happen? Would you like to take us through that and the entire process of it?
So I think this is the part of the industry everyone is excited about, because you love seeing people in your clothes, you love seeing
wearing
exactly right, and someone famous, right? You're
yes.
seeing people, actors you see on screen wearing it. I think that's the industry part which is exciting to most of the people. But truth to be told, it's very boring when it's actually happening. The process is very technical. So basically, to get to celebrities, to influencers, there's a team of stylists that work. Every celebrity has their own stylist who pick out multiple clothes option for them to wear at every single event, because they can't obviously purchase everything, right? There's so many events that happen all days. So they have the stylist team who reach out to different brands according to the taste and personality of their own style of the celebrity. Couple of stylists have reached out to Rafu'd for that. So Arman Malik's stylist team reached out to us. Babil's stylist who wore when Pranay Jetli, he reached out to us, and we sent many looks, and I think hopefully one of them picked up, and we get to see him wear our clothes, which is very exciting. The process is very technical.
Must be proud.
I am very proud. It's so cool. I'm spoiling this a little bit, but we just had Abhay Deol wear Rafu'd for one of the magazines. I think the pictures are about to come out, but that's very exciting.
Can't wait to see that.
Yes, me too.
So as college students, we always wonder that ये काम आएगा क्या, ये जो हम कर रहे हैं वो इंडस्ट्री में जाके काम आएगा क्या. So how did you use your college education to build your brand and to take it to the next level?
So I would want a lot more business side to be included in college. I think that's something we wanted back then. I think you guys also wanted, because that'll be a huge help. That's something I'm also learning after a year also. So that's something I would want. Besides that, I was not a great fan of pattern making. So if you see Rafu'd's clothes, it's all just shirts and pants. It's all simple. So that's something. But besides that, I think design process was a great subject. I loved doing that. Research methodology was so much fun. I think that's also something I still carry in Rafu'd's research whenever I bring out new collection. A lot of what you guys are learning, you will use it. It's tough. I know we all don't like so many subjects, but you will use it. You will see how it's useful in a brand. Even when you do internships, I think that's something, the base knowledge. Exactly.
Right after my
Yeah.
internship.
Yeah. So you'll definitely use it. Maybe you won't have to stitch your own clothes, which is, it's insane, but you need to learn how to do it, just because if there's someone who doesn't know how to do it, you can make them understand. So yeah.
Wonderful. What would your advice be to the next set of students who are ready to graduate and enter the industry, who are a little maybe intimidated? So what would your advice be to them?
Take a break. First of all, don't jump into something right away. It's very important to keep your mind fresh. So just take a break. Take like a month or two. Start applying for jobs, because I think before doing anything else, you need a good experience. 2 months of internship is not going to give you that. You need to be in the industry for almost like a year or two. I personally did 1 year. A lot of my friends are still working. So that's something I think you really need to reach out. But make sure that you're reaching out to people, interesting stylists, fashion designers, founders, anyone, photographers, people whose work you genuinely love. Because when you start working with people with your own aesthetic, with your own style, you get to understand how the work behind it happens.
Absolutely.
So I think that's a great advice I would give.
So something about being, in a practical field is that you need to know how to like network well, or make connections in the industry. So how did you find your way through all of that?
I think once you find that one or two people, everything happens, everything rolls out very easily. So I personally am very close to one of my bosses, who is Juhi from Dotake.
Right.
I interned with her for her debut fashion show when she launched the brand in FDCI. So I interned with her very on fluke. I just DM'd her when I found her profile that I love what you're doing. And a couple of days later, she reached back samne say that, I want someone to help me out in Delhi. Would you be willing to come? That's it. That was my first connection in the industry. It just takes one DM. It just takes one DM. I got jobs because of her. I got PR connections, vendor connections, retail connections, customers, everything.
In short, networking is very important.
It's very important. It's very important. You can't run a business without a huge ass team of people.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, great, Shaishavi. Thank you so much for this. I had a really fun time interacting and talking to you. Can't wait to see you again.
I'm glad.
Thank you for your voice.